I'm Jeffrey Hendricks.
And I'm Catherine Johns. Now, WLS traffic with Val Stouffer.
Thanks, Catherine. Things are looking pretty good on the expressway still. We do have a report of an accident on the inbound Rhine just past 95th Street, but everywhere else, things are perfectly clear. Strike by drivers and mechanics employed by the Waukegan North Chicago Transit Company's in its second day. Now there's no service on the 15 lines operated by that company. A potential commuter problem on the Burlington Northern this morning. Late last night, a freight train derailed east of Aurora, just outside of the Aurora station, leaving 2 out of the 3 tracks there blocked. Trains will be delayed slightly coming out of Aurora this morning. And from the Hancock Observatory, I'm Val Stouffer with WLS Shadow Traffic, brought to you by White Hen Pantry.
Make your participating White Hen Pantry your Pepsi place this week with specially priced 8-pack 12-ounce cans. Run out to White Hen.
Music Radio WLS Chicago.
Larry Lujack in the morning. It is 2 minutes before 6 at WLS. Touchstone coming up in just a few minutes for a Stones album, the brand new one. It's 6:01 in Chicago. WLS.
For a while, to love was all we could do. We were young and we knew in our eyes. For a life, deep inside we knew our love was true. For a while, we paid no mind to the past. We knew love would last every night. Something
WLS card from Orange Crush is fantastic. Plastic this week. You can flash it at any Sears Metro Area Record Department and get Billy Joel's album Glass Houses on CBS records or tapes for only $4.79. And you can also get a special cheap trick 10-inch disc titled Found All Parts on Epic Records for just $2.99. With the single, Everything Works If You Let It, included inside the jacket. It's 6 minutes past 6. 15th caller at 591-3089 gets a copy of the long-awaited new album by the Stones titled Emotional Rescue. Larry Lujack's Animal Stories this hour at about 7:15. Oldie by the Drifter is next.
When I think of Canada, I think of good sweet corn and lobster, rainbow trout, sockeye salmon, and friendly folks who say bon appetit. And my first glass of Labatt's, the best beer I ever tasted, beer that tastes like Canada to me. When you think of Canada, think of Labatt's. When the food is as good as it is in Canada, you know there's a special beer to go with it. And that beer is Labatt's, the best-selling beer in all of Canada. But the good news for us here in America is that now Labatt's is imported. The same beer, the same crisp, natural taste. Labatt's, the beer that tastes as good as the country it comes from. When you think of Canada, think of Labatt's. When you think of Canada, think of Labatt's. The good taste of Canada beer.
Labatt Importers, Amherst, New York.
Slower than a speeding bullet. Able to hit tall buildings in a single bound. It's Airplane. A motion picture that makes a spectacle of itself. Airplane. Starring lots of people that you know and a couple that you don't. Airplane! From Paramount Pictures, rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
See Airplane starting tomorrow at a theater near you.
I entered lots of contests, but did I ever win? Never.
Suppose I told you there was a game offering over 10 million prizes.
Tell me.
It's McDonald's $6 million winning combination game. Anyone 16 or older could win up to $50,000 or delicious food prizes. No purchase necessary.
You play once and it's over, right?
Wrong. You hold on to your cards because McDonald's posts new winning numbers each week. Offer good until August 10th or while game cards last. Full details at participating McDonald's. Void where prohibited.
10 million prizes? I'm game.
The world is full of uniforms, but only one says United States Marine. Not everyone can earn it. The training's tough, the standard's uncompromising. But if you're the one, you'll feel as special as the uniform itself. Maybe you can be one of us. The few, the proud, the Marines. See your Marine recruiter.
I got my dream. I made the team. I'm proud to be called a Marine.
Sponsored by U.S. Marine Corps.
No rain in the forecast for the next few days. Today it's going to be perfect. Partly sunny, cooler, less humid, high in the upper 70s. Tomorrow, partly sunny, a little warmer with tomorrow's high in the low 80s. 6:09.
Music Radio WLS.
Oh, when the sun beats down and burns the tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot, you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the street, yeah. On a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above. Under the boardwalk, we'll be falling in love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk. On the park, hear the happy sounds of a carousel. You can almost taste the hot dogs and French fries they sell. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby is where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk. People walking above under the boardwalk. We'll be falling in love under the boardwalk. Boardwalk. Blanket with my baby around me. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above. Under the boardwalk, we'll be falling in love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
WLS with some other great oldies coming up this morning. Songs by the Doobie Brothers, Paul McCartney and Wings, Stevie Wonder, Jim Croce, ELO, Blondie, playing Maggie May by Rod Stewart a little later on, Island Girl by Elton John, Long Cool Woman by the Hollies. Got a couple of great Beach Boys songs coming up, rock and roll music, and Barbara Ann playing That'll Be the Day by Buddy Holly. It's 12 minutes past 6. Hello?
Hello there.
Hi, who are you?
My name's Kerry Karcheski.
What?
Kerry Karcheski.
Kerry Karcheski. What town do you live in?
Park Forest.
What's your favorite radio station?
WLS.
Then you won.
Ah, far out.
New Rolling Stones album, Emotional Rescue, is finally here. We're going to send you a copy, all right?
Oh, that's great.
Well, there's too many windows in this old hotel, and rooms filled with reckless pride. And the walls have grown sturdy, and the halls have worn well, but there is nobody living inside. Nobody living inside. Gonna pull in the shutters on this heart of mine. Roll up the carpets and pull in the blinds, and retreat to the chambers that I left behind, in hopes there still may be love left to find. Still may be
It's 15 minutes past 6 at WLS. The WLS Animal Stories mobile unit is going to be on assignment at Centennial Park in Park Ridge this afternoon. That's at 100 South Western Avenue at 2 o'clock. Handing out some WLS Animal Stories News Team T-shirts, official Animal Stories mobile unit bumper stickers, and Ice Cold Orange Crush. Mobile unit's also going to be out at Palatine and Bartlett this afternoon, at White Sox Park tonight. Stay tuned to find out exactly when it will be, exactly where. Temperatures in low 60s. This morning at the lakefront downtown at 61 degrees. Wind is off the lake from the northeast at 13 miles an hour. At the airports, both O'Hare and Midway, 63 degrees. Sung by Jim Croce from back in 1973 is next at 16 past 6.
Joan Peters of Palos Hills has a WLS card from Orange Crush. And one Friday morning, she heard us read her card number on the air.
When the number was read, I just wrote it down on a separate sheet of paper, then I went to check it with the card. And, well, certainly it was a very big surprise. I was very nervous about it. But it has caused a lot of excitement here in my home.
Very soon, Joan will be on her way south in a luxurious American Airlines jet, bound for an American Express Acapulco vacation. With a WLS card in your pocket and your ear to the radio, you could be heading for a week in Acapulco, too, with arrangements furnished by American Express Travel Service and promotional consideration paid for by American Airlines. And while you're waiting for us to read your WLS card number, you can use your card for a multitude of summer values we're announcing all the time.
And I had since used the card for other things, too.
So keep listening. And if you don't have a card yet, click the coupon in our newspaper ads. The WLS card furnished by Orange Crush.
It really is a fantastic card, and that's what everyone says as soon as they hear about the trip. It's really fantastic.
WLS. There are times that say to you, nothing but great taste will do. It's times like this when you begin a special thirst for Heineken. Great taste in a glass, the number one in its class. That special taste from Holland, Heineken.
The next time you thirst for a beer, try something special. Heineken Special Dark Beer. Mellow and smooth, the year-round dark beer. Brewed and bottled in Holland. Heineken, America's #1 imported beer. Imported for you by Van Munching of New York.
Great taste in a glass, the #1 in its class. That special taste from Holland, Heineken.
Finding the lowest airfare used to be as simple as choosing between first class and coach. But now there can be a dozen different fares between points A and B, and finding the one that's best for you isn't easy. At American Airlines, we want you to have our lowest possible fare no matter where you fly. That's why we invented Super Savers and made them available to every place we fly in the continental United States. And that's why we use the industry's most sophisticated computer system to keep track of them. Depending on how far you fly, you can save from 15 to 35% by day and even more at night. And American Super Saver discounts to some cities range as high as 50% off regular coach fares. There are restrictions. So whether it's a business trip, a vacation, or a visit to someone you love, call your travel agent or American.
We're American Airlines, doing what we do best.
You, Derek. I'm the envy of my Girl Scout troop. I'm the first one to be asked out by an older man. I hope just because I'm 11 and you're 13 and a half, you don't find me vapid and boring.
Not at all, Buffy. Actually, what first caught my eye was your Forest Ranger badge. A lot of girls just don't care about learning how to clear a campsite. Well, now that we're at Sambo's, what do you say we order?
Great. Sambo sure has a terrific menu. I don't know where to begin.
Well, you could begin with Sambo's Special Kids Menu. 5 delicious dishes all kids love. And the price is just 99 cents. Or you might want a Samburger Jr., a great double burger with all the trimmings. That's only 25 cents, as long as you're accompanied by an adult, of course.
Well, Derek, I wouldn't want you to spend your allowance all in one place. Got any big plans for after dinner?
I'm afraid I have to go straight home. I'm not allowed to be out after 9.
No, Derek, they're not going to believe this one at the next campfire.
Sambo's, we're bringing down the high cost of bringing up your kids.
20 minutes past 6.
The spirit of summer, WLS.
I've got a name. Like the singing bird and the croaking toad. I've got a name. I've got a name. And I carry it with me like my daddy did. But I'm living the dream that he kept here. Rolling me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by. Like a north wind whistling down the sky. I've got a song, I've got a song. Like the whippoorwill and the babies cry. I've got a song, I've got a song. And I carry it with me and I sing it loud. If it gets me nowhere, I go there proud. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by. Share it if you want me to. If you're going my way, I'll go with you. Bend me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by. Bend me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by.
WLS, are those Soviet troops going to leave Afghanistan or not? Details on the news next. Also report on a very bizarre suicide in Florida. Another Bigfoot story. We'll have sports and rush hour traffic. Songs after the news by the Beach Boys and Genesis, and Lori Lujack's Animal Stories in the next half hour here at WLS.
Good morning. It's 6:24. I'm Jeffrey Hendricks.
And I'm Catherine Johns. WLS News, heading for a sunny 78 degrees.
The Illinois General Assembly adjourned its spring legislative session this morning, 26 and a half hours later than its targeted adjournment deadline. Before going home for the summer, however, the legislators sent the governor a $2.7 billion funding bill for the Illinois Department of Public Aid. It provides a 5% cost of living increase for welfare recipients in Illinois. The legislators also changed their minds about giving themselves a 5% hike in pension benefits, at least until the fall session. The news brought to you by Kmart.
Cop shop scandal peters out. That story after this.
It's a whole lot more than saving. It's a whole lot more than price.
And it's more than friendly service that makes Kmart really nice. Oh, with everything all together in one great saving place. Your saving place makes saving nice with quality at a Kmart price.
To the Kmart summertime stroll in men's and women's nylon and suede beach thongs on sale now for only $2.80 a pair. Available in blue and brown for men and blue and beige for women. They feature comfortable cushioned bottoms. And that Kmart sale price is sure to make you smile. So don't do a barefoot shuffle this summer. Do the Kmart stroll in men's and women's beach thongs on sale for only $2.80 a pair. You save 24% through Saturday at Kmart.
Kmart is the saving place.
Looks like the scandal over alleged mob influence in the police department is fizzling out. State's Attorney Bernard Carey says the grand jury has found no evidence of criminal activity. Influence peddling, yes, but Carey says that's standard politics in Chicago and not necessarily illegal. The Kremlin says no more Soviet troops will be pulled out of Afghanistan until the United States promises to stop helping Muslim rebels in their fight against the Russian occupation forces.
President Carter signs the military draft registration bill into law today. 19 and 20-year-old men must begin registering on July 21st.
In Hollywood, Florida, Nancy Sabero wrote a suicide note to her husband, put her car in the garage, turned it on, and lay down in the front seat to die. She did. So did her husband and 2 children. The air conditioning system pulled carbon monoxide from the garage into the house, killing the whole family.
A hoax, or are the footprints for real? The 17-inch long, 6.5-inch wide footprints were found in a remote area of the Ocala National Forest in Florida yesterday. Sheriff's investigators who lean toward the hoax theory say if the prints are for real, the creature who made them weighs about a half a ton. Sports Time with Les Grobstein.
In baseball last night, the Cubs beat the New York Mets 4-3 as Bruce Sutter got his 18th save. Dennis Lamp was the winner, and Lenny Randall hit a home run. The Angels, however, made the 70th birthday of Comiskey Park an unhappy one, beating the Sox 5-2. Ed Halicki over Steve Trout. The Sox committed 4 errors. Dave Kingman of the Cubs was voted to start for the National League All-Star squad. Bruce Sutter will likely also be named to the pitching staff. Ed Farmer has been named to the American League pitching staff to represent the White Sox. Elsewhere in baseball, Brewers beat Oakland 5-2. Baltimore, the Yankees, Indians, Twins, and Mariners were winners of the National League. Atlanta, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, San Diego, and San Francisco won. At Wimbledon yesterday, Chris Everett Lloyd, Yvonne Goolagong-Cawley, and Tracy Austin were winners. And Bjorn Borg, John McEnroe, and Wojciech Fibek were winners on the men's side. And in basketball news, the Chicago Hustle will name Loyola Academy coach Bill Gleason to succeed Doug Bruno as head coach of the Hustle today. Les Grobstein, WLS Sports.
WLS weather, partly sunny, cooler, less humid today, partly cloudy and pleasant tonight. Today's high 78, the low tonight 64.
Officially 63 at WLS. The news brought to you by Kmart, where quality footwear is Kmart priced. I'm Jeffrey Hendricks.
And I'm Catherine Johns. Now WLS traffic with Val Stouffer.
Thanks, Catherine. There's a 2-car fender bender on the inbound Rhine at 95th. It's been pulled off to the side of the road. It is a bit slow approaching 95th. Also inbound on I-57. That's backed up, merging in with the Ryan. Elsewhere, the volume is building up on the roadways, but no real significant delays so far. There was a change made overnight in the Edens Expressway construction zone. The Peterson entrance and exit ramps from the inbound Edens are now open. The Cicero exit from the inbound Edens, as well as the Wilson entrances to both the inbound and outbound Edens, remain closed. On the Burlington Northern, late last night, a freight train derailed east of Aurora, and that's caused 2 out of the 3 tracks to be blocked outside of the Aurora station. The trains will be slightly delayed coming out of the Aurora station this morning. On the north side, signals are out of order at Laramie and Berthoud. From the Hancock Observatory, I'm Val Stouffer with WLS Shadow Traffic, brought to you by True Value Hardware Stores.
You'll find values on a selection of True Test Orel brushes and all your painting needs during True Test Anniversary Paint Days until July 13th, only at participating True Value Hardware stores.
Larry Lujack, WLS.
In Chicago, it is 6:29.
WLS presents the Beach Boys in concert, live and commercial-free from Washington, D.C. It's our special contribution to your 4th of July, Friday afternoon beginning at 3.
Just let me hear some of that rock and roll, rock and roll. Any old way you try it, just gotta rock me, rock and roll. Any old rhyme you rock and roll, just gotta be rock and roll, rock and roll. If you wanna dance with me, if you wanna dance with me, I have no kicks against modern jazz, unless they try to play it too darn fast and change the beauty of the melody until it sounds just like a symphony. That's why I go for that rock and roll music. Any old way you choose it, it's got a backbeat, you can't lose it. Any old time you use it, it's gotta be rock and roll music. If you wanna dance with me, if you wanna dance with me, I took my loved one over across the track so she could hear my man a wailing sax. I must admit they have a rockin' band. Man, they was blowing like a hurricane. That's why I go for that rock and roll music. Any old way you choose it, it's got a they gave a jubilee. I tell you folks, they had a jamboree and drinking beer from a wood tub. The folks that dancing got off the club. They started playing that rock and roll music. Any old way you choose it. It's got a backbeat, you can lose it. Any old time you use it. It's gotta be rock and roll music. If you wanna dance with me. If you wanna dance with me. Say if you wanna dance with me. Rock. If you wanna dance with me.
WLS welcoming the Doobie Brothers. The Alpine Valley this coming weekend, Saturday night, and we're giving away tickets to that concert. Listen for your chance to call in and win Doobie's tickets again this morning starting at 10 o'clock with Tommy Edwards. 28 minutes before 7. Animal Stories in about 10 minutes, sung by Genesis next.
Here's to you and me and my RC. Here's to fun.
In this whole world, nobody knows how to have fun like we do. Fun's the mustard on our hot dogs, the spaceships in our movies, the roller skates on our sidewalks. And when you get thirsty, fun's the taste of a cold RC.
Here's to you, you're the fun, you're the laughter, the whole world's after. You know how good life can be, and you've tasted it in a cold RC. Here's to you and me and my RC. Here's to fun, you know a good time when you taste the laughter, the whole world's after. And you know a good time when you taste one. Here's to you and me and my RC. Here's to you and me and my RC. Here's to fun, you know a good time when you taste one.
You want to talk about heartache? Here's a letter I got in the mail yesterday. Dear Bruno, it pains me to tell you, but I've met another boy. A boy with something different. He's got stones. Stones are raised white-lettered tires
from Firestone. He's not as nice as you, and his car is older, but his stones make him ever so desirable. Call me immature, call me childish, but please don't call me goodbye, Carla.
Can you believe that? She left me because of my appearance.
Not your appearance, but your car's appearance.
My car?
Yeah, a car is a man's reflection of himself, and raised white letters spell it out pretty clearly.
I can't afford to go on like this.
Bruno, you can. Thanks to Firestone, any schlepper on the street can afford them.
Carla.
Bruno.
When I look into your eyes, raised white letters are only the beginning of what I see.
Well, what do you say we go over to our Firestone dealer and talk to him?
Oh, I see. Now we've got to involve another man.
It's just counseling.
There's a whole family of stones ready to roll right now from Firestone.
Ooh, your first date with Brian. I hope he doesn't get Wonder with me. Huh?
To a lot of people, another word for fresh is wonder, as in Wonder Bread.
Don't you just love the smell of Wonder cut grass?
Huh? Wonder Bread is always fresh and soft. One reason, we fast wrap it while it's still warm from the oven.
I love hiking in the country. The air is so wonder.
Wonder, another word for fresh.
What a day, what a place, what a smile on your face. We're Great America.
Just after dark, the sky above Great America will explode with one of the most spectacular fireworks displays in northern Illinois. This is one show you won't want to miss. After all, it's the 4th of July at Great America.
Great America, Great America, Great America. 89 WLS.
Temperatures in low 60s this morning. Wind is off the lake from the northeast at 13. At the airport, Midway 63, O'Hare 63. At the lakefront downtown, 61 degrees at WLS. 25 minutes before 7.
There must be some misunderstanding. There must be some kind of mistake. Waiting in the rain for hours. You are late. Now it's not likely to say the right thing. You could
WLS cordially inviting you to join us this coming Friday, July 4th on Michigan Avenue for the Taste of Chicago Festival, which starts at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we will be giving away $50 bills. Parked out in front of the Wrigley Building in an Animal Stories mobile unit, and if we have your WLS card number posted, you'll get $50. 22 before 7. Partly sunny, cooler, and less humid today. There's no rain in the forecast for the next few days. Going to be perfect today, high in the upper 70s. Tomorrow, partly sunny, a little warmer, with tomorrow's high about 83. America's favorite radio program follows these messages.
The saga continues. The Empire Strikes Back. Time magazine calls it a better film than Star Wars. Now, the Force is with you everywhere. The Empire Strikes Back from 20th Century Fox and Lucasfilm. Soundtrack on RSO Records. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
Check your local newspaper for a theater near you.
4 big days of racing this weekend.
Great Lakes Dragaway, Union Grove, Wisconsin. Mongoose McEwen, Hawaiian, Motown Shaker, Tom Bob, Telstar, Mr. North, Tom Hoover, Joe Satberry, Ghetto Rat, Jungle Jim, Chi-Town Hustler, and hundreds more. The Winston World Championship Series of Drag Racing. With all cars racing at least twice Saturday, 8 p.m. And again Sunday, 2 p.m. All this and more with no increase in admission. Under 16 still free with each adult. Advanced discount ticket for both bracket, bonanza, and World Championships at all ticket draws. The most modern drag strip in the Midwest with electronic scoreboards. Great Lakes Dragaway. Just 4 miles west of I-94 on Highway 11 at Union Grove, Wisconsin.
Most beer companies find experts in sports to endorse their beer. But Augsburger is different. We found an expert in beer.
I'm James D. Robertson, and I wrote the Great American Beer Book. My panel of taste testers spent more than 2 years sampling over 350 American beers.
And the beer Robertson judged best in America? Augsburger. That's right. Not a big name out of Milwaukee, but a little name from Monroe, Wisconsin. Augsburger. So if you're looking for the best beer taste in America, crack open a clean, crisp copy of the Great American Beer Book and read how James D. Robertson rates Augsburger.
Good character, hops dominate the nose, balance very good at the start. A big, flavorful beer.
Augsburger, ranked number 1 in the Great American Beer Book. It's the beer everyone's talking about.
Say, have you tasted Augsburger yet?
No, but I read the book.
Brewed by the Huber Brewing Company, Monroe, Wisconsin. Available at Teddy's Liquors.
By sheaves, by ships, by sheaves, by ships from Schuler's. At parties, they're the perfect way to welcome guests when Schuler's way. By sheaves, by ships, they're really quite a dish. They're more than just a special snack. They're tasty, filled, and flavor-packed. By sheaves, by ships, they'll make you smack your lips. They're party pleasing, tempting teas, and super snacks from Schuler's. Super snacks from Schuler's.
Larry Lujack in the morning. It is 18 minutes before 7 o'clock. And now, for those of you who miss Animal Stories each morning at 9:45, we proudly present the early morning rerun of the previous day's edition. Time to introduce the favorite write-in candidates to become official Illinois state mammals, the Animal Stories news team anchorman. And here they are. First, me, your old Uncle Lair, and him, little Tommy. Hi, Tommy. Hi, Uncle Lair. Good morning, everybody. First, a tragedy in the animal news this morning, little Tommy, from Tokyo. I suppose you heard their panda, giant panda Can-Can, passed away.
Oh, really? Why? How did it happen?
Well, he'd been suffering from a cold. He was found dead, it says here, after...
Yeah? Get something caught in your throat?
That's probably what happened, little Tommy. He was found dead after the veterinarians there at the zoo in Tokyo heard him cry out, and they rushed to his cage. Are we still on the air? Anyway, they rushed to his cage, little Tommy. It was too late. He was gone.
Oh.
And as you'll recall, Can-Can's mate, Lan-Lan,
yeah,
she passed away last September from...
Did she cry out, too?
I don't know. She had a kidney ailment.
Yeah.
little Tommy. The Chinese commies, they had given them a replacement for her, another female panda named Wan Wan.
Wan and Ken.
Here's the story about a moose in Waterville, Maine. Little Tommy, this came over the wire. Well, this was just a yearling cow moose, only a year old. Lost her mother somehow. See, mooses stay with their mothers until they're about 2 years old.
Oh.
And she was only a year old. And she came up out of the woods because she'd lost her mother and was just wandering around town and through the residential areas. They think the reason she came out of the woods and the marshes was to escape these swarms of mosquitoes and black flies. So they kept, the police and all the residents kept chasing her back into the woods. And she kept coming back into town. And she'd, graze on the front lawns and wander into the used car lots and look at herself in the windows.
Leave any droppings in the used car lot?
Yeah, a lot of droppings around Waterville, Maine, little Tommy. Well, the other night, this teenage girl was driving down Interstate 95, and suddenly this moose appeared before her car.
Mm-hmm.
Moose jumped, hit the windshield, caved in the roof.
Oh, wow.
Girl was not injured.
Moose gonna be okay?
No. No, little Tommy.
Oh.
No. Moose is gone.
Mm.
Well, here's a real dumb story about a duck. Sent in by Chris Montoya and Jason Pritchard and Tom Mitchell of Carlock, Illinois.
Where? Carlock?
Carlock. They cut this out of the Journal-Star in Peoria. Well, there was this baseball game going on, Little League baseball game. These are fourth grade boys. And right there in the middle of the game, several mallard ducks from a nearby pond landed on the playing field. And boys ran at them to chase them away, and they all flew away except one. And the reason that this one duck didn't fly away was because it was laying an egg at the time. So the duck laid her egg, and then she flew away. And it said that one of the boys' mothers stuffed the egg into her brassiere to keep it warm.
Oh!
Well, she sat there, watched the rest of the game with this duck.
It didn't hatch in there, did it?
In her bra. No, little Tommy. They got a...
That'd have been funny.
Got an incubator from somewhere and hatched it about a month later. Yeah, that would have made a better story if she just kept that egg in her bra for a month and let the heat from her boobs hatch it. But unfortunately, that wasn't the ending to the story.
Uh-huh.
None of these stories ever
Is the duck going to be okay?
ever have the right ending. That's right, little Tommy. A little duck hatched, and he's going to be fine.
How about the woman? She all right?
Yeah, and so are her boobs, little Tommy, and so is her bra. Here's a story sent in from Michigan City, Indiana. This is one of our undercover reporters. Calls himself Agent 89 in Michigan City. Well, Tommy and I have the giggles. There's a little private joke going on here in the studio which you're not aware of, and never mind. We'll be okay. You gonna be okay, little Tommy? This story about
okay.
Heartwarming story here about a hero dog. Well, Tommy out of the paper. His name was Jock. He's a black dog. He was a cross between a schnauzer and a poodle, so they called him a schnoodle.
Snoodle?
Schnoodle.
Yeah?
Well, one day, this elderly woman, whose name was Mrs. Whitaker, she was 63. She was out riding her bicycle and fell into the ditch. Well, little Tommy, she was down there in the ditch and she was injured and nobody could see her because she was down there in the ditch.
Yeah?
Well,
Jock, the schnoodle, he saw all this from the window of the front room of the house where he lived. And he just went crazy. He started barking because he knew something was wrong because she fell in the ditch and never came out. So he started barking. He's going crazy, little Tommy. And so his owner let him out, and he's still barking and running around. And he led his owner over there. And there was Mrs. Whitaker. Said she was moaning, and she was laying there in the ditch with her bicycle on top of her. Well, bottoms up, huh? They rescued her. Got the bike off her, took her to the hospital.
She gonna be okay, Uncle Larry?
She's gonna be fine.
How about the bike? Bike's all right?
Yeah.
How about the Snoodle?
Snoodle's fine. They took Mrs. Whitaker to the hospital, and she underwent surgery for an ankle injury, but it was minor, so she's gonna be fine. Well, that's all the time we have for animal stories this morning, boys and girls. Tune in again at the same time tomorrow for more highly acclaimed world-renowned animal stories with your charming and delightful old Uncle Larry.
Hey, psychic old Tommy.
Until then, this is both of us.
Him and me.
Saying,
So long. Come on.
Summer sounds best on WLS.
10 minutes before 7. WLS, all the news. Next, you'll hear the voice of John Anderson, have a report on the North Suburban Transit Strike, possible legislation regarding drunk drivers. Mount St. Helens is in the news, and a weird story about some sex-starved women crazed with lustful desires. Plus sports and rush hour traffic. Songs after the news by Chicago, Ambrosia. We're going to have another touchstone next hour. Your chance to win a copy of the new album by the Stones and Lori Lujack's award-winning cheap, trashy showbiz report.
in the next half hour here at WLS.
It is 6:53. Good morning. I'm Jeffrey Hendricks.
And I'm Catherine Johns. WLS News. Sunny and cooler, less humid too, as we hit an afternoon high of 78.
Independent presidential candidate John Anderson may have won some black votes with an appearance before the NAACP convention in Miami last night. Anderson said President Carter has not provided enough federal aid to rebuild Miami's riot-torn areas.
The nation that can afford to be generous to the victims of a natural disaster like Mount St. Helens should be no less generous to the victims of a human disaster of greater consequence.
Senator Edward Kennedy will speak before the NAACP convention in Miami today, and President Carter will appear there on Friday. The news brought to you by the Chicago Sun-Times.
Edwin Gulbranson's death solved. That story coming up.
More of the news you want in the time you have. The Sun-Times is just your size.
Wednesday in the Sun-Times, learn how you can deal with accidents at home. Learn what to do if someone is choking, bleeding, poisoned, or suffering from heat exhaustion, and how to treat youngsters in a medical emergency by Wednesday's Sun-Times.
More of the news you want in the time you have. The Sun-Times is just your size.
An Oak Forest College student goes to court today in connection with Edwin Gulbranson's death. Our Jim Johnson has the story.
Police indicate they believe Ronald Rice's story, that he panicked after striking the 11-year-old youth with his car and dumped the body in a forest preserve when he realized he was dead. Rice turned himself in yesterday. He's been charged with leaving the scene of a personal injury accident. One police officer said, "We don't feel at this time there was anything intentional." This is Jim Johnson.
Waukegan North Chicago Transit Company bus drivers remain on strike for a second day today, but talks are expected to resume shortly. And you can stop boiling your drinking water in Winnetka now. The Winnetka Water Department says the danger of contamination has passed.
The Illinois legislature has called it quits, ending the spring session just a day late. Last-minute work included workers' compensation reform, freezing payments to injured workers, and limiting lawyers' fees. The lawmakers also approved the budget for the Public Aid Department, giving welfare recipients a 5% cost of living increase.
Listen up, those of you who drink and drive. The Carter administration is backing a bill to impose mandatory penalties on people convicted of drunken driving. The penalties would either be a 10-day jail term or 10 days of work on a community service project. That bill is now before the Senate Commerce Committee.
This is it, guys. President Carter signs the draft registration bill today, making it all official. 19 and 20-year-old men start signing up this month. Most Vietnam veterans say they'd do it again if they had to. The Veterans Administration has surveyed Vietnam-era vets. 2/3 said they'd serve again if they were called up, even though they feel they were less appreciated by their family and their friends than veterans of other more popular wars.
Automakers are still waiting for the recession to bottom out. Last month, U.S. auto production was 36% below what it was in June of last year. And Nissan, the makers of Datsuns, are warning that if the United States goes ahead with a scheduled increase in tariffs on Japanese-built trucks, it may change its mind about building a truck assembly plant here in the U.S.
All that talk about the crime syndicate controlling the Chicago Police Department is turning out to have been a tempest in a teapot. State's Attorney Bernard Carey says there won't be any indictments in the case. The grand jury has heard days of testimony but turned up no evidence of any illegality.
Next week, backers of Senator Edward Kennedy will challenge the loyal delegate provision of the Democratic Party's delegate selection rules. It states that delegates are bound to vote for the presidential candidate whom they were elected to support for at least the first ballot. If not, they can be replaced with an alternate. Kennedy forces hope to remove the replacement threat. The Mount St. Helens volcano jolted by a series of minor earthquakes last night. Seismologists, however, say there's no sign of volcanic activity.
In Des Moines, 2 strippers have been arrested for indecent exposure after their fans ripped off their G-strings. Jeffrey the Hulk Gaylord and J.J. Gurwell were hauled off to jail because, in their manager's words, the women went nuts. It was the first trouble since the Inspiration Point Lounge began its shows for women only.
And imagine the plight of poor Ed Nicholson of Atlanta yesterday. Ed was driving along in his car when he heard over the radio that his wife of 3 years was going to divorce him and marry her former boyfriend. Diane Nicholson says she's in love with Jack Potts. She'd better hurry because Potts is scheduled to die in the Georgia electric chair as soon as his appeals run out. Sports Time with Les Grobstein.
At Wimbledon yesterday, Andrea Jaeger's bid of becoming a champion at age 15
finally came to an end as Chris Everett Lloyd beat her in straight sets. Yvonne Goolagong, Tracy Austin were also winners, and Martina Navratilova leading her match with Billie Jean King, which will resume today. Bjorn Borg and John McEnroe were winners, as was Wojciech Fibek beating Vitas Gerulaitis on the men's side. Cubs beat the Mets 4-3. Bruce Sutter got his 18th save on behalf of Dennis Lamp. Lenny Randall a 3-run homer. Angels beat the White Sox 5-2 as Comiskey Park had an unhappy 70th birthday. Les Grobstein, WLS Sports.
WLS weather, partly sunny, cooler, less humid today, partly cloudy and pleasant tonight. Today's high 78, the low tonight 64.
Officially 62 at WLS. The news brought to you by the Bright One, the Chicago Sun-Times. Now on sale at your newsstand. I'm Jeffrey Hendricks.
And I'm Catherine Johns. Now WLS traffic with Val Stouffer.
And Catherine, there's a fender bender on the inbound Ryan at 18th. That's in the right lane. Traffic is filling in from Cermak into 18th. Delays at the south end from 99th into 75th. The inbound Northwest Tollway is backed up at the Kennedy merge this morning. The Kennedy slow at the west end from Cumberland to Nagle. It's still pretty good after that. The Eden slow going from Glenview into Golf. Heavy again at Niles Center. The Eisenhower's building from Wolf to Des Plaines. Stevenson filling in from Central to Kedzie. In Barrington, Lake Cook Road is under construction between Route 59 and 14. Crews are also working on Route 14 on either side of Lake Cook Road. And from the Hancock Observatory, I'm Val Stouffer with WLS Shadow Traffic, brought to you by WFLD Channel 32 in Chicago.
Find out how bad things really are in Stateville Prison. Saturday night at 10 o'clock on Channel 32. Watch the encore performance of Hard Time.
Music Radio WLS Chicago.
Larry Lujack in the morning, 7 o'clock in Chicago at WLS. .03 WLS.
Come on and hold me.
7:06 at WLS. A reminder, the WLS Animal Stories mobile unit is going to be on assignment at the Palatine Shopping Mall in Palatine at Baldwin and Hicks Road at 12 noon today. Handing out some WLS Animal Stories, News Team T-shirts, official Animal Stories mobile unit bumper stickers, and Ice Cold Orange Crush. Mobile unit's also going to be at Park Ridge this afternoon, also in Bartlett, and out at Sox Park tonight. Stay tuned to find out exactly when the mobile units will be exactly where. Sheep to Rashy Showbiz Report in about 10 minutes. And we got another Touchstone coming up sometime this hour. Chance for you to call in and win a copy of the new album by the Stones.
It's time you made the big move. Try fresh tasting Orange Crush. When you pour it out, you pour it out. Taste of Orange Crush is what it's all about. Yeah, Orange Crush is a different kind of soft drink. Natural tasting, lightly carbonated, and not too sweet. It's the taste that's all it's own. The kind of drink that keeps its promise. Never lets you down. Orange Crush is the big one, the right one, wherever you are, and it's coming your way. When you're moving it in, you're moving it out. The taste of Orange Crush is what it's all about. Make the move. Take a new road to a flavor that stands alone. Until you've tried Orange Crush, you ain't tried. It's the taste that's all it's own. There's no orange like Orange Crush. The taste that's all its own.
Amoco presents The Sounds of Summer.
Ping, ping.
I could have sworn I just heard a noise from my car engine. Something like ping pong.
You did, and it's not ping pong, it's ping ping.
Listen, engine, I never heard of a game called ping ping.
It's not a game, it's the sound I make when you step on the gas. Ping, ping.
Well, whatever it is, stop it. It's very irritating, and it's probably not good for you.
I can't stop the ping ping when the gas you're stepping on is ordinary lead-free. I need Amoco Premium Lead-Free, the quiet gasoline.
Quiet is just what you need. You and your ping pong.
Amoco Premium has 92 octane. That's higher than ordinary lead-free gasolines, and it's the higher octane that can stop the ping pong.
I thought you said it was ping ping.
Well, you've got me so confused, I don't know if I'm pinging or ponging.
Well, let's get you a tank of Amoco Premium Lead-Free, and maybe we can get rid of it, whatever it is.
Ta-ta, ping ping.
Oh, my. I think he's developing complications.
Amoco Premium Lead-Free. The quiet gasoline. It silences the sounds of summer.
I need to keep food costs down, so I shop at a discount grocery store. I keep food costs down by shopping the discount grocery store that's inside every Jewel. There aren't many brands to choose from at my discount grocery store, but I can save on a few items. Jewel's wide selection means I can choose just the right brand for my needs, whether it's a generic item in the store within a store or a nationally advertised brand in the other grocery aisles. Well, at my discount grocery store, I got canned pears for 69 cents and powdered lemonade drink mix for 99 cents. I got green tag canned pears for 69 cents and generic powdered lemonade drink mix for 99 cents just by following Jewel signs.
Yes, follow the signs to Jewel's discount store within a store. And remember, all Jewels will be open the 4th of July. Check your store for exact shopping hours. And check this value on delicious Thompson seedless grapes. Through Sunday, only 98 cents a pound. Come to Jewel for the quality.
You'll come back for the Christ.
10 minutes past 7.
Music Radio WLS.
When it all goes crazy and the thrill is gone, the days get rainy and the nights get long. When you get that feeling you were born to lose, staring at your ceiling, thinking of your blues.
card from Orange Crush is fantastic plastic. This week you can use it to get a $2 admission to Paramount Pictures' Urban Cowboy, Monday through Thursday at Lincoln Village or Norwich Theaters. And keep listening because we got more WLS card values coming. It's 13 minutes past 7. No rain in the forecast for the next few days. It's going to be perfect. Today, partly sunny, cooler and less humid, high in the upper 70s. Tomorrow, partly sunny and a little warmer, with tomorrow afternoon's high about 83. Cheap, trashy showbiz follows these messages. It's 7:13.
Oh, when you're feeling hot and sticky on a boiling summer day, feel fresh and clean as a whistle whenever you shower the Irish Spring Gray.
I do, because Irish Spring's green and white stripes have two deodorants. Two deodorants for our fresher kind of clean. Irish Spring soap with a rich, bubbly lather and a fine, fresh scent.
Feel fresh and clean as a whistle whenever you shower the Irish Spring Gray.
Colgate soaps can save you 15% off an already low package price on your entire family vacation, excluding airfare, when you visit a theme park like Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, or Knott's Berry Farm. 15% off all ground arrangements. Save 15 wrappers from any of these Colgate soaps: Irish Spring, Palmolive Gold, Cashmere Bouquet, or Palmolive soap. For details, look in your supermarket or call toll-free, area code 800-942-0911. That's 800-942-0911.
My father, like everyone in the beer business, learned his craft from his elders. Dad was privileged to study under John Russert, the great brewmaster from Milwaukee. Later, he was tutored in malts by Adam Bloomer of Germany, another famous brewmaster. In a sense, the Rhinelander beer Dad eventually brewed was a product of some of the best beer minds ever assembled. Their influence can still be felt in our Rhinelander beer. Of course, many people insist the great beers disappeared when the great brewers passed on. But you won't say that when you taste the Rhinelander we're brewing today in Monroe, Wisconsin. And I think I know why. It's because I, too, learned from my elders. No, I never studied with Russert or Bloomer, but I was taught by an equally great master, my father, Joseph Huber. Rhinelander, a family beer from Monroe, Wisconsin.
You gotta fix that.
I'm sorry, Phil. I can't hear you. My ears are still ringing and my muffler's shot.
You ought to take it to Car X.
No, it wasn't a car wreck. I think it just rusted out.
No, Car X for mufflers.
Huh?
They got good mufflers and even better prices.
Oh, yeah, it is a crisis.
Well, look, call a couple other places, then call Car X. You'll see.
Well, see, actually, I was thinking of trying Car X.
Ha, ha, ha.
If you're having problems with your car's muffler, take it to a Car X shop. Chances are we have the right muffler for your car right in stock. Installation won't take much time either. In most cases, we can have one on your car in less than 30 minutes. And best of all, our prices are very low. In fact, they're so low we encourage people to call a couple of other places before they call Car X. So come to Car X and get something that's exceedingly rare in our world. A little peace and quiet. Hearing is believing. Call Car X. CAR-X. We're in the yellow pages under mufflers.
Pacific Stereo's red tag clearance this week. Hundreds of bargains on current, demonstrator, and discontinued components. 17 minutes past 7. WLS. Time for Larry Lujack's award-winning cheap, trashy showbiz report. So let's go to press. Flash in Hollywood. After only 7 months of marriage, television star Eric Estrada and his wife Joyce are in the process of getting a divorce. Eric said they were convinced that their marriage would survive, but it just didn't work out. He said tensions stemming from life in the public eye contributed to the breakup. The couple, as you'll recall, eloped to Las Vegas last November, separated last month, with Joyce moving from their home to an undisclosed location. Boy, is actor David Niven mad. He is livid with rage, claiming he has been subjected to demeaning treatment and professional disparagement. David is mad because his picture hasn't been used in the ads for the movie Rough Cut. Pictures of Burt Reynolds and Leslie Ann Down have been used for most of the publicity, and now David says the embarrassment to him is worth more than $1.5 million from the production company. In the rock and roll news, the wife of rock star Meatloaf is with child. She's pregnant. Mrs. Meatloaf, expecting a little meatball sometime in September. And remember all those old Gidget movies? Well, a punk rock band calling themselves the Suburban Lawns is being sued by the creator of Gidget for copyright infringement after they recorded a song titled Gidget Goes to Hell. The spirit of summer, WLS. 63 degrees at the lakefront. Wind off the lake from the northeast at 12. At the airports, Midway 65, O'Hare 62. 19 minutes past 7 at WLS. WLS on the news. Next, stories about draft registration, Chicago police scandal investigation, Saturday mail delivery, some elephants who got mad at the game wardens, Plus other stories in sports. Les is talking to Tony La Russa and Chris Everett Lloyd. We'll check rush hour traffic. Songs after the news by the Beach Boys, Stevie Wonder, Olivia Newton-John, and we got a touchstone coming up in about 15 minutes. Your chance to win a copy of the new album by the Stones here at WLS.
Good morning at 7:23. I'm Jeffrey Hendricks.
And I'm Catherine Johns. WLS News. Sunny Wednesday, 78, the afternoon high.
President Carter today will, with the stroke of his pen, send some 4 million young American men marching to their local post offices, not to become postmen. That's where they will have to sign up for the military draft. The military draft registration bill affects 19 and 20-year-old men. They will be required to start registering on July 21st. The news brought to you by the Chicago Tribune.
Taxes going up and going down. That story coming up.
When you want the story complete.
Really complete.
Nobody in Chicago can compete with the Tribune.
Whether it's about a common market crisis.
Or supermarket prices. A presidential election.
A residential selection.
A new roadway. A new ballet.
The state of the nation.
The rate of inflation. A great vacation.
The real estate situation.
Some new legislation. Women's liberation.
The Byrne administration.
Energy conservation. Education.
Transportation.
Recreation. Communication.
Every place from Tehran to City Hall.
Every subject, big and small. And you want it all.
All complete.
Turn to the complete newspaper. The Tribune.
He dresses like a star, he speaks like a preacher, and he's helped thousands make millions in stocks and bonds. Joseph Granville is a self-proclaimed prophet of the stock market with a winning profit record on the big board. Meet him Wednesday in the Tribune's Business Report. Also Wednesday, find out how South Fork, Texas is profiting from tourism since TV's Dallas put it on the map. And in the sports section, get a preview of the Western Open and review of Andrea Yeager's first year at Wimbledon. Pick up the complete newspaper, The Tribune, at your newsstand today.
Chicago property owners face a tax hike next year. It'll amount to about $35 for the average homeowner. The School Finance Authority says it has to have that money to put the schools back on their feet, but the tax will drop again in a year or so. There's good tax news this morning, too. Congressional Democrats say they left their meeting with President Carter convinced there will be a tax cut this year, though some Capitol Hillers are still fighting it, calling a tax cut plan an election year gimmick.
Cook County State's Attorney Bernard Carey says he doubts there will be any indictments from that grand jury investigation into allegations of mob influence into the Chicago Police Department.
Your mailman will keep on working 6 days. The Postal Service has been threatening to cut out Saturday mail delivery, but it's being overruled. House committee voted to require continued Saturday mail.
And near Nairobi, Kenya, some elephants don't take too kindly to being chased by game wardens in an automobile. One elephant in the herd the game wardens were driving away from farm crops turned on the car, wrapped its trunk around it, dragged it for 200 yards, and pushed it into a ditch. The game wardens scrambled out of the car and shot the elephant twice, but the elephant sauntered away into the bush. Now it's sports time with Les Grobstein.
Jeff, at Comiskey Park last night, the White Sox gave the ballpark an unhappy 60th birthday present. Actually, it's 7.